Hi there, this is Rob from Eminisniper. I wanted to go over signals on the DAX for a change. This is for November 7th. We'll start looking at about 4:30, 4:40 in the morning or so. DAX trades very nicely from 3 a.m. onwards, Eastern Standard Time. It's just a lot of signals, so we'll just go over a few hours and see what we see. Here we see a downtrend. When we're looking at our signal, our arrow tells us the direction of the trade. You can see with our red moving average that we're going to be in the short side. So this is our confirmation, our little triangle that actually generates as our green passes the midline. We're looking for these crosses. This is called our targeter. So what targeter allows you to do is see when you have your little cross, and when they cross again, that can be a good exit point. It can actually get you out perhaps better than the trail dots do. Sometimes the trail dots are better. Sometimes this second cross is a good exit. It's really personal preference, and both will get you ticks. So we have a short trade here. I don't really have a feel for how many ticks this went. Quite a few. A couple of these trades, 3 in a row, and you could be completely done for the day. We'll see probably 200 of these. So as far as this long goes, I wouldn't have an interest in it, because if we were to look at a 6-range chart, we're definitely in a downtrend. So I'm not really looking for any longs until the instrument or the market proves something to me. So I wouldn't care about this. Here's our next short, next short, next short. A short like this is basically the exact same entry level, so you could stick with this trade and allow it to work out. The trail dots in this case would give you a much longer trade than if you were using this cross on our targeter. So here would be the initial cross here, and our second cross for a potential exit is here, and that would put you in this territory. That's a very nice trade as it is. There's just a little bit more to be had in it if you were to use your trail dots. So then we have another and another. So this would be plenty enough. If you're just using our signals, you could easily hit 10, 20, 30 ticks or more. This is probably closer to who knows, 60 ticks or something available. So I'll just go ahead and click over. There's going to be a lot of signals. So in this case, we come up to our moving average. We don't generate a confirmation because we're not crossing our midline. So price is basically just kind of floating up here, doing a little bit of a reaction at our moving average. And then we start looking at longs. So we have a series of longs here, all hitting initial targets. It's generally about 5 ticks that we're looking for. So that could be your static exit on the first contract, for example. Or you could just hit a number of these trades for +4, +5, +6, whatever your preference is, and hit a nice tally on the day. So this would be a series of longs. When we fail to take out a swing high, like we see on this trade, I'm quite enamored of divergences, so I'm always looking for divergences. And those are my go-to trade, but you may like something better. Something like this to me is really a no-brainer, and these are what I pluck. But you'll see a lot of signals that aren't necessarily divergent. Here's yet another, and so I'm always eyeballing these. I just find it's a real simple way to get some nice trades in that have a good potential of not retracing any deeper. Our stops are about 6 ticks, 6 to 8 if we're trading off the 3 range. I have members that trade off of all sorts of charts, so they just lay these indicators over top, and whatever their preference is. So here we have a nice punch up. This would be another example. We're seeing lots of divergences to the upside, and when you kind of butt your head against these swing highs, when they finally get taken out, there's usually pretty good movement. So price gets stalled here, and then it will punch up pretty nicely. This is not a very deep retrace, but when we do have pent-up energy in the market like this, sometimes you won't get the deepest retrace, but the sniper signal will identify the correct retrace point. So you might have been sitting maybe down here if you were trading off a fib level, and you would have had no fill, but Sniper allows you to capture these moves. This is kind of an exhausted move here. If we're looking at this punch up here, you know, it's short side divergent. And this is what we call counter trend because it's short when we're looking for longs. So this pushes us back down to our moving average, and then we see more divergence. This is not drawn proper. Okay, and so this would be our divergent area here, and then we get a super nice punch up. So we'll just continue. So here is kind of a little ceiling put in here. That's primarily why we're looking for trades closer to our bands or our moving average, and you don't really need to care about the depth of the retrace because Sniper will point that out for you. And then of course you have your crosses and potential exit areas, and so you know, this one, it wouldn't really matter if you were to take this eventual cross up here or your trail dots. It's a massive trade. So here we get a little bit of consolidation. Price will kind of go flat. This is pretty obvious when you see the flatness of your moving average. So you're not taking out your swing lows here or your swing highs, or you know, whichever swing high you want to look at. So we're basically in a box, and price will do some things that you know, kind of stutter step, and it's not really sure what direction it wants to be. And this doesn't really affect us because we identify our box, and we know that we're failing to take out swing highs and swing lows. So we have no trend in place, and you just wait for one to set up. So one does set up to the downside, obviously, and we start seeing some of this action. When you do take out the swing low, then you're looking for these retraces, and you can use your targeter down here to manage your exit, or you can use your trail dots, whatever your preference is. Trail dots here would only get you a few ticks. If you were to use your cross, you know, this is why trading a couple contracts is nice if you have a static exit for your first. Alright, so a little bit more flatness. We can see a nice punch up here. Our next retrace fails to take out the swing highs, so then you have to gear up, and you do get some consolidation in here. And that will happen. And then we do start putting in a number of longs, so this would be, who knows, 10 signals or so working out to the long side. And this is when it really helps to eyeball your divergences, and you know, you can just basically cherry pick these entries pretty easily and hit a nice tally in a relatively short amount of time. So this is about 3 hours worth of signals at this point. Here would be a case where we fail to take out our swing high, and then we get a small reaction off of our moving average, and then we start crossing down, and then we start putting in our shorts. So this is that's probably enough signals on the day. You know, I'll click through. I don't know if anything too much more exciting happened. When you know, you're looking at this many signals, you probably get the point. But if you have any questions, please contact me. My email address is info@eminisniper.com, and feel free to visit the website. And I appreciate you watching. Thanks.